family, what's good with you? It's your boy 2A in LA, and as always, fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes is just my personal opinion. Don't take it as fact. Don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, fam, I should go ahead and tap that like button for your boy. If you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. Come on in. You can join the congregation by smashing that subscribe button and requesting all post notifications. And if you are an existing supporter of this channel, fam, I appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. You are the reason this channel is anything. Alright, fam, so look, let's get into this little, I'm not going to call it an unboxing. I think the days of unboxing have come and gone. How many different locks and manuals do we need to see? So I'm going to call this more like my first impressions video. And that is of the Kovert Jacob Grey TWC-9. And specifically the limited edition version I'm going to be showing you guys today. Now, if you guys have not seen my first Jacob Grey review, as a reminder, I'll put up what that gun scored. And look, I thought it was a valiant effort by Jacob Grey, a first-time 2011 producer, although they have extensive machining background, particularly, I believe, in the aerospace industry. And so, look, they had some good, solid fundamentals to kind of work off of, and I thought it reflected in their initial offering. I thought that there were a couple of design flaws relative to that initial gun, and I don't know if I'd even call them design flaws, more like aesthetic flaws. And I'll put up a picture of what the stock Jacob Grey looks like. They had these silver features in the gun that I didn't really think meshed. Specifically, they had a really large trigger guard screw. It was like, why did you do that? From a functionality perspective, there was a weakness kind of in the trigger side of the thumb safety, where it was a little, it had a little bit too much play in it. But the gun shot really, really well. It had a really good trigger. It had it was an all metal gun. I felt like compared to, it was a $2,500 gun, I believe, and compared to other guns that are in that class, like your Staccato Ps, your Staccato C2s, and CSs, and guns like that, I felt like it was a little bit better. Now, Staccato, in terms of the features, I felt like fit and finish was probably as good or close to as good as Staccato, with some better features. And so I thought it was admirable. I thought they did a really good job. And if they could take care of those aesthetic things, that they were really on to something. Well, you know, you mess around and you partner with Kovert, one of the premier 2011 distributors or retailers in the country. And, you know, you're going to end up with something that's a little bit more spectacular. So let you check out 2A in LA's limited edition Jacob Grey, Kovert Jacob Grey TWC-9, fam. What I'm gonna need you to do is stop playing with your boy. This gun is sick. Now, there are a couple of different renditions of the Jacob Grey. I showed you the original. They also have the TWC-9 Black, which is kind of like an all blacked out version. What Kovert has done is that they've taken the black and they've elevated it to another level. So you have not only the blacked out screws, as you can see here, but it's also ported, and you see this limited edition version comes in like, it may come off as gold, but what it really is more like a brass or a tin. They only made a limited run of these. I want to say like 40 something. So you know your boy had to pick up this one. After that, they'll be coming out and they'll be in rose gold. I got a lot of guns that are in rose gold, so I was really happy that they came out with this limited run. Of course, I've outfitted it with that Acro and that TLR1 HLX. Look, fam, I got a review coming up on this one. Now, if you guys are familiar with the TLR1, you guys know it's a standard, and now they have the HLX. So outfitted with that, it is of course drop dead sexy, and stay tuned for the review for the HLX. And so look, fam, look, very smooth, very reminiscent of the original. I'll go ahead and I'll put the trigger pull up there. At the wall. Reset is super nice. They've deleted that grip safety and it looks so nice and flush, and I hate grip safeties on 2011. Now, it's redundancy that isn't necessary in my opinion, because they all have thumb safety. So look, fam, I haven't had a chance to put any shots through it. I'm imagining though that it's going to certainly shoot as good as the initial one did, and as long as it does that, that means it's a phenomenal shooter. Now you add the ports to it. The first one, I won't say it's snappy, but it wasn't super smooth. This is a 4 1/4 inch barrel. Now with the ports, I would imagine that it's going to smooth the gun out a lot of bit. I think that's going to aid in the accuracy. Like I said, aesthetically, I think Kovert has knocked this gun out of the park. If I can, I'll put some B-roll of some artwork up there. But fam, I can't wait to get this gun out on the range. It feels incredible in the hands, I must say. And I think, look, I put out some stuff on Instagram and some shorts on YouTube, and people are really digging the look. The other thing that Kovert did is, previously the grips are very similar. However, before this side, it was totally smooth. They've added a little bit of texture on this grip, and it does help. It does help. A lot of people complained that the sides were smooth and that perhaps it would impact the grips. I didn't feel that. Of course, they wanted it smooth on the side because they anticipated this being a carry gun, and when it's up against you in appendix, they didn't want it scratching you up, which I think is considerate and makes sense. I think that is still on the table because it is not as aggressive as the back and the front, but a little bit more texture on the side. So when you're getting that grip there, you can really kind of lock into it. So I like that. I like that. I really, look, man, like I said, I haven't had a chance to take it out and shoot it yet. We will do that shortly, but man, I think that Kovert really killed it. I think that rose barrel with the ports is just kind of the cat's meow. I think it brings the whole aesthetic together, and I think this gun is going to retail at maybe about $500 more, so right around $3,000. But look, fam, if you took, let's say, the Staccato P or the Staccato C2 or the CS, and you sent it out to get ported, and you sent it out to get the barrel recoated, I mean, you would be looking at probably more than that. So look, fam, I think to have a gun, a 2011 that looks like this, that's situated like this, for around $3,000, man, I think that's a winner. I think that's a winner. But we'll see. We'll see how it shoots when we get this bad boy out on the range. All right? That's it for this episode, fam. Until next time, as always, take care of one another and peace.